1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2.
Well, needs a strike away now from going a strong 1-2-3 to start the ball game.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. DJ LeMahieu comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, DJ.
In there for strike one. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. At the plate, Francisco Lindor will swing it from the left side right here. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-2 now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And he tries to bunt here with 2 strikes, but he's out. Nolan Arenado gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And a bunt attempt now, but this is foul and the inning is over. What was that all about? Corey Seager makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Shortstop, Corey.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Looked like he wanted to clobber that one, but it's 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone.
First baseman, Mark Canha.
Mark Canha is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Holland into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Little chopper back his way. Throw on to first, and Holland looks to be in control here. 2 away now. Yangervis Solarte into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Santana has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Freddie Freeman strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
First baseman,
Grounded back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Standing in, Jorge Soler. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Soler.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Gregory Polanco gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Travis Shaw leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short, and that's in there. Base hit. Kendrys Morales digs into the right-handed batter's box for this matchup against a left-handed pitcher. And that misses, ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Polanco has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Kyle Schwarber is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
And he falls behind 0-2. Holland pauses. Here's the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Still 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. Colton Wong digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Designated hitter, Colton.
Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Seager is there for it. 1 away. Into the box, Carlos Santana, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2. Right side and right into the shift. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Kevin Kiermaier takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Too low, 1-0. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 9.
DJ LeMahieu will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Hit hard on the ground at third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Charlie Blackmon is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. Sent on the ground out to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Jesus Nunez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
0-2. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hot shot on the ground is short. Lindor moving to his right. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, George Springer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Holland has his sign. Here it comes. Grounded to short. To his left, Lindor. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Francisco Lindor is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, but getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
The 0-1 pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Nolan Arenado stands in, and basically anything here will look better than his first at-bat, which ended in his striking out on a bunt attempt.
Yeah, and I didn't understand that move at all. What was he thinking? I mean, this guy's got some pop. I want to see him swing the bat.
Freddie Freeman stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and the right-hander get loose. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Grounded to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Corey Seager heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Around second. He'll try for third. Mark Canha stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Mark Canha.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Soler. He's got it 1 away. Yonhervis Solarte stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here comes the first pitch. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike one. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2. Into the box now, Travis Shaw. He reached on a single in his first try. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Smoke toward the hole. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The batter,
Kendrys Morales digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Looped over toward first, and no shot to knock this one down, and that's going to score the run from third. Kyle Schwarber will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Kyle Schwarber.
Looking to minimize the damage here. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Hit down the line at first. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Ready on 0-2. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller. Charlie Blackmon steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Kiermaier has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Leading off the inning, Jorge Soler. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
We've seen that same pitch be called a strike more than once.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Springer waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Gregory Polanco stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Striding in once again, Colton Wong. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Fastball, then this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Jesus Nunez will stride into the box as he'll get things started for the Giants in their half of the sixth. Hit to third. Arenado's got it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. George Springer will stand in again. A couple of ground outs for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Kiermaier. And he makes the catch for the second out. Corey Seager steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Mark Canha will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And a ball 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Hit hard up the middle, and there's his first base hit in this one. Yangervis Solarte strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Set to deal on 2-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Carlos Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Digging in, Kevin Kiermaier. He got called out on strikes his last time through. This is line to left, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. DJ LeMahieu will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. Francisco Lindor digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he is out at second. Caught. Travis Shaw will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. This is hit softly to third. And this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out.
Now batting,
Kendrys Morales will come forward now. Holland sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Polanco on the run. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Kyle Schwarber stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Here's a chopper to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Francisco Lindor steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Throw on to first, and 1 shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The batter, number 28.
Nolan Arenado will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, this is an important time for him to bear down. He's thrown the ball very well, but he doesn't want to let the meat of this order ruin what he's done so far.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Freddie Freeman. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here.
Your
Just
attention,
keep that
please.
line moving. Do
Now
something
pitching for
productive
San Francisco.
and give the next guy a chance as well.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1. Runner at first here. 1 man out. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball. Strike 2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Jorge Soler will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Joe Smith will come on much too early here if you ask me. It's just the 7th inning. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Fastball in there. 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance. Charlie Blackmon will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Liam Hendricks.
Number 20, Liam Hendricks.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Jesus Nunez strides in, grounded out his last time through. So now a pinch hitter set to come on as Brett Gardner's grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Now this is popped up behind the plate for Santana. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out. George Springer will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Drilled on the ground is short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Gregory Polanco will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Shot toward right center. And there's a base hit. So there you go. The possible tying run aboard here to kick off the home half of the 8th. Colton Wong will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. From the stretch. Snap throw from the catcher. Not in time. Nobody out, runner on first. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Runners going. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Carlos Santana will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first as that will... Kicking off the top of the 9th, Corey Seager, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Soler is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting.
Mark Canha steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat. Shot back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Yangervis Solarte will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Yangervis Solarte.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Runners on first with one down. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the... Kevin Kiermaier will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Luis Ojeda will come on now trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Luis Ojeda.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2.
And he had the perfect pitch to try that, right on the outside corner.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Pops this one up. Solarte settles under it near second. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
Now batting.
Francisco Lindor stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bounced weakly near the plate. Throw to first here is in time to record the final out, and the Giants will take a 2-0 lead back home for Game 3 as this one is over. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game. From Miami, Florida, today we get to enjoy the temperature-controlled atmosphere under the roof of Marlins Park. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the San Francisco Giants and the Miami Marlins. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. Into the box, Brett Gardner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bounce to first. Freeman is up with it, and he is out on the tag. George Springer gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Now he'll step off and rethink this. Fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Smoke toward the hole, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Corey Seager set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
A runner on first with 2 away. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Polanco at the track. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Kendrys Morales set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. So they're going back. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. DJ LeMahieu comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman.
Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Springer, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Digging hard, he's headed for third. And he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it, 1 down. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now with 1 away in the inning. Striding into the box, Nolan Arenado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Seager is right there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Freddie Freeman bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2 now.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Travis Shaw makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. At the plate, Yonhervis Solarte, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Down the first baseline. The tag, and he is out. Kyle Schwarber into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1. And he looks like a new man out there as this is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
2 out, nobody on. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Jorge Soler will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Blackmon going back to the track. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run.
Batting 6th, right fielder, Gregory.
So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer here in the series as the Marlins have rallied back to tie it at 2 apiece. Polanco around first, heading for second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Coming to the plate now, Colton Wong. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away. Carlos Santana will stand in now. Switch hitter batting from the left side here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
And that'll be the 4th wide one, so put runners at the corners here with 1 man gone. Kevin Kiermaier comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now. High pop-up. Darvish just to the left of the mound. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. DJ LeMahieu gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. It's swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Charlie Blackmon is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Hans ready. First pitch on its way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Hit in the air to right field. Polanco has a read on it. 2 down. At the plate, George Springer. He reached on a single in his first try. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike. Francisco Lindor digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A 1-2 pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Hit hard towards second. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. Nolan Arenado stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And that with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. 1-2, here it comes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. A runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Stepping into the box, Freddie Freeman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone. Jorge Soler. We'll see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. Up and in for ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now. First and second now. 1 man out. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2. Gregory Polanco stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Corey Seager is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Hit out towards second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Into the box now, Matt Carpenter. He singled his last time up. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. This is pulled into right. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Around first, on his way to second now. And he's 2 for 2 as he's in there with a double. Ready for another chance? Hendrys Morales. He flew out in his last at-bat. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Pickoff move to second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second.
Oh, man, got away with one there.
Chopped in front of home plate. Santana. Gonna have to hurry. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Striding in, Travis Shaw. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And Arenado will make the catch to retire the side. Colton Wong is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
16.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single. Carlos Santana digs in now, hoping he gets to see some pitches here after being intentionally walked in his first appearance. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. 1 away. Kevin Kiermaier in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And he will beat the tag at the plate as he scores to make it a 3-2 game. Francisco Lindor will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Shot back up the middle. Blackman is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's 4-2. Nolan Arenado will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And the run will score all the way from first. It's 5-2. Freddie Freeman steps into the box. Let's see if they avoid the zone again or try to challenge him here. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
He just keeps getting himself into trouble out there. Here's another guy that you gotta make swing the bat.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and the throw to first ends the inning. Yangervis Solarte heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Hahn has his target. Here's the 0-1. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Soler is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. This is skied into short left center. Calling for it, Soler. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Charlie Blackmon will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Now batting.
Brett Gardner will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Soler moves over, and that's the 3rd out. Jorge Soler comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Left fielder.
Into the seats, 0-1.
Soler.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 25.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. He looks to be back in control now here in the 5th as that's swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Polanco around first, heading for second now. And he'll pull in there with a 1-out double. Colton Wong will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
I think all these hits are making him a little gun-shy out there. He's starting to aim the ball and to nibble. When calls don't go your way, that could be trouble.
Still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Blackman is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Carlos Santana will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time.
Yeah, he did his job nicely last time out.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. George Springer will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Again, he sends it out of play. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And they'll apply the tag here for the out. Corey Seager strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Matt Carpenter will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Well, he did a good job to go down and get one in his last at-bat, but I got to think he'll be looking for a pitch that he can drive right here.
Hahn into the windup. 0-1 on its way. Line to the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Kevin Kiermaier will stand in to lead things off as the Marlins look to get things started here in their half of the 6th.
Kevin Kiermaier.
And he'll step off and try and reset. Brian Chu will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 81, Brian Chu.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. Oh, and he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. A little bouncer. Throw to first is in time for the first out. DJ LeMahieu will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Right side, hit hard. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Francisco Lindor digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Julio Beltran will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Shot towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman. On to first, and they get the double play. Leading off the inning, Kendrys Morales, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
On the move is Polanco, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Travis Shaw will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and hopped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
Soler racing back, still going back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Yonhervis Solarte stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And they can't run it down. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Kyle Schwarber will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Hit down the line at first. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. Nolan Arenado steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch on its way. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Hot shot on the ground to short. Seager is there, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. So the leadoff man's gone, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. In there, 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Gardner is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Now batting,
Jorge Soler steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Another one sent foul. Ready on 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Charlie Blackmon comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the
San
8th.
Francisco, center fielder, Charlie.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th. Brett Gardner stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Liam Hendricks will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Flip onto the second baseman covering. Will take care of him at first. Scored 3-4 on the sacrifice, and the runner moves into scoring position now with only 1 away. George Springer is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Hit Weekly back to the mound. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Corey Seager strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. To second for 1. Matt Carpenter digs in now after lining out in his last try. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses inside. 1-0.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen. And this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
On the ground up the middle. Throw in time and the side is retired. Gregory Polanco will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
The 0-1 pitch. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Colton Wong. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Oh, and he was in complete control of that at-bat from beginning to end as that last one's waved at and missed for out number 2. Tap foul at home plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's quickly 0-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Kendrys Morales, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Kevin Jepsen is on now to try to...
Number 49, Kevin Jepsen.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And another foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Kiermaier is there, 1 away.
First baseman, Travis Shaw.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Polanco on the run. 2 gone. Hervis Solarte comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 outs here in the ninth.
You know what? Let's see what kind of fight this team has right now. You've got to get on base right here, and then there might be a glimmer of hope for you.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Gets a small piece near the plate. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. Tough to escape the fog here in San Francisco, and it's rolling in now over AT&T Park. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Miami Marlins and the San Francisco Giants. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. DJ LeMahieu is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Springer has a read on it, one away. Standing in, Francisco Lindor. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Hit out toward second. In time to first, and there are two away. Nolan Arenado gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gardner is there. And that retires the side. Charlie Blackmon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Charlie.
Curveball just misses apparently, 1-0. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Soler going back. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Brett Gardner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 0-1, here's the pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
Well, with a sinker and a change in his arsenal, you know what he's going to try to do, and that's get ground balls. As a hitter, you got to get him up in the zone.
He pulls this one into right. Oh, and he misses it. Coming to the plate now, George Springer. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. But he is in there as they can't get him at second. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
2-0 now. Runner at second here with one man out. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Batting fourth,
Corey Seager, the hitter now with a chance to pick up that runner from second with two away. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Matt Carpenter steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
That's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Stepping up to the plate, Kendrys Morales. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat, hitting left-handed.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. That's lifted the other way out to left. Soler has a read on it. Oh, no, he missed it. Now a long throw home, and he is in there. Travis Shaw comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is. Freddie Freeman makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Think he would have liked a green light there. It's 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Jorge Soler settles into the box for his first chance. The short, hit hard. Seager gloves it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Gregory Polanco into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Up and in for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll step off. That's wide, 2-0. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Hervis Solarte strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he's retired here, 1 away. Kyle Schwarber steps into the box.
Kyle Schwarber.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soler is there. 2 gone. Charlie Blackmon will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
This is in the air out to left field. Soler over to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Colton Wong leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Sent on the ground out to second. Solarte fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. At the plate, Carlos Santana, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ballgame. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Brett Gardner digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Left fielder, Brett.
Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. LeMahieu's got it, and on one pitch, he's retired. George Springer is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
A windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. DJ LeMahieu is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th. Francisco Lindor stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. On the ground up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. Nolan Arenado is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Chopped foul right at home plate at strike 1. Ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Again to first, but he's back in safely. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Here's the payoff pitch. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Freddie Freeman comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. Snap throw from the catcher, but he gets back in time. A runner on first with two away. To short. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Matt Carpenter is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Grounded to first. Freeman's got it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Kendrys Morales stands in following an RBI single his first time through. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Polanco is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Into the box, Travis Shaw. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Soler has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Jorge Soler. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And he fights this one off to stay alive. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. There is Solarte. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Gregory Polanco stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. 1 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Solarte's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Colton Wong stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Chop foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Yonhervis Solarte comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Second baseman.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Arenado with the bare hand. He's out.
Woo, no problem.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He flew out in his last at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Right side. Freeman is right there. The tag, and he is out. Charlie Blackmon will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. It's a baker's dozen. 13 in a row. Leading off the inning, Carlos Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Gets a small piece near the plate. Schwarber has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting,
Kevin Kiermaier stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Springer moving to his left, and the inning is over. Brett Gardner will stride into the box as he'll get things started for the Giants in their half of the 6th.
Your attention, please. Now
New
pitching
pitcher
for the
coming
Marlins, number 44, Casey Jansen.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Tap fouled at home plate. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this is fouled at the plate. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. George Springer stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Corey Seager will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And he's safe. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Third baseman, number 13.
Matt Carpenter steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Set and the pitch. Kendrys Morales is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Arenado is over near the railing as he makes the catch to retire the... Back here in San Francisco. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Francisco Lindor stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Solarte takes it in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Nolan Arenado will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Freddie Freeman will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
2-2 now with 2 away and the bases empty. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Travis Shaw steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
First baseman, Travis Shaw.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Soler is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Yonhervis Solarte will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Soler shading to his right, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Kyle Schwarber will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Leading off the inning, Jorge Soler. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th. Gregory Polanco will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Colton Wong will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. 1 there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Carlos Santana stands in, trying to change his evil ways here. Hitless in the ballgame so far.
Oh, I see what you did there, Matty. That's nice. No way you just came up with that on your own.
Comes set with the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 2 out with a man at first. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Ball 2. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Full count, 3-2.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first. Kevin Kiermaier steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Number 95.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance. Charlie Blackmon will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Into the seats, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Flipped out the other way towards short. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Brett Gardner digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Hit down the line at first. And here's Freeman at first himself to record the out. George Springer will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Corey Seager will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time.
Corey Seager.
And there's a fastball from Jansen as he gets ahead here, 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Polanco, still ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. DJ LeMahieu will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Joe Smith is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Whoa!
Francisco Lindor is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And another foul ball. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Lined into left center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Nolan Arenado will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Chopped at the plate. And he'll in fact just tag the runner headed down the line to take the sure out. Freddie Freeman makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Fought off at the plate, and will do it again. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Chopper right side of the infield. Throw to first here is in time to record the final out, and the Giants are going to take a commanding 3-1 lead here in the series as this ball game is over. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right